A woman's reproductive cycle unfolds over approximately 28 days, steadily preparing the body for pregnancy through an orchestrated sequence of hormonal shifts. A man operates on a much tighter timeline. His primary sex hormone, testosterone, resets and loops in a continuous circadian rhythm lasting 24 hours. This daily loop reaches its absolute peak in the early morning, usually between 7 and 8. Male vitality is a highly sensitive daily oscillation governed by a ticking internal clock. This graph tracks testosterone levels over a day. The line starts at its highest peak, between 300 and 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, around 7 a.m. upon waking. The physiological evidence of this surge is nocturnal penile tumescence. 80% occurs specifically during REM sleep. Some men experience this physical response 3 to 5 times a night. It is entirely unrelated to the content of their dreams, serving simply as an indicator of a properly functioning vascular and nervous system. These peak morning levels naturally provide an early day advantage, contributing to a stronger sex drive and heightened physical energy right out of bed. The morning peak is the final output of an invisible manufacturing process that ran inside the body all night. To find the origin of that morning surge, we have to look inside the brain. This glowing central node represents the hypothalamus. It functions like a biological thermostat, constantly monitoring the bloodstream to maintain testosterone levels within a healthy range. When levels dip, the hypothalamus sends a chemical signal downward by producing the hormone GnRH, which alerts the pituitary gland located directly below it. The physical symptoms of male vitality begin with this imperceptible neurological trigger, dictating chemical production top-down before spreading to the rest of the body. The pituitary gland responds by releasing its own messenger, the LH hormone, which travels straight down the bloodstream to the testicles. Down here, the actual physical production takes place inside the Leydig cells, which act as specialized biological factories. The moment these cells receive the chemical signal from the brain, they immediately begin manufacturing testosterone. Once manufactured, the newly synthesized hormone is pushed directly back into the bloodstream. This entire cellular assembly line operates at maximum capacity, running continuously throughout the night while the man sleeps. The morning peak is the accumulated reward of the Leydig cells successfully completing their night shift. We can look back at the 24-hour graph to trace what happens next. As the day progresses, testosterone levels begin a steady, gradual slope downward across the afternoon. The cycle hits its daily low around 8 p.m., dropping to approximately 300 nanograms per deciliter. This biological dip serves a functional purpose. Lower testosterone naturally promotes relaxation and prepares the body for sleep. This creates a behavioral paradox. If testosterone is the primary driver of libido, it raises the question of why most couples choose the evening for intimacy, exactly when those levels are lowest. While the hormone plays a role in sexual desire, human variables like psychological relaxation, emotional connection, and simple schedule alignment outweigh a slight chemical dip. Endocrinology sets the baseline rhythm of physical desire, but human behavior and emotional context hold the ultimate veto power over biology. As the day ends and the deep night phase begins, the biological clock attempts to reset, and production begins its long climb upward again. But this entire 24-hour production cycle is fragile, and poor sleep quality is its primary antagonist. This chart shows exactly what happens when that cycle is disrupted. If a healthy young male sleeps less than 5 hours per night for just 1 week, he will experience a measurable 10 to 15% drop in his baseline testosterone levels. Maintaining male vitality requires the specific biological reset that only consistent, high-quality sleep can provide. While this 24-hour mechanism operates in every man, the exact amplitude of those peaks and valleys varies wildly from individual to individual. Some experience a massive morning surge, while others maintain a more even pattern. The daily rhythm might also be part of a much larger, macro-level seasonal cycle. Current research suggests that testosterone levels may globally peak during the summer months, and again in October, though scientists are still studying the exact biological mechanisms behind this. Ultimately, the primary biological driver of a man's overall health, mood, and physical energy remains his relentless daily chronobiological clock. Protecting that vitality requires recognizing, respecting, and aligning with the body's relentless 24-hour rhythm.